48. Hello. Just wait for people to get in here. There we go. There we go. Hello. Is your name for real Johnny Blaze? Ah, that's interesting. I love it. I love it. Hello, Lola. What are you doing? How you doing this evening? Those look like sunflowers. Those look like sunflowers. Hello, Veronica. Surprise. I've been so productive today. I figured I'd be whimsical. Getting ready for tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday. I did a meditation before I came on, y'all. And that is not like me. Just work. Yeah. Anyways, that's not like me. So I even whimsically meditated before I came on this whole internet thing here we got going on. What have you been up to, Veronica? You've been silent. Oh, if I'm rubbing my arm as well, it's because I'm injured. More or less just telling the girls. My girls that are watching. What are you guys doing? I'm just going to not much. It's been uneventful. I mowed. I almost got stuck in the mud as well, but I did mow today and cleaned and did all the Monday stuff. That's why I say it's been a very productive day, so I figured I might as well come on. Everybody likes a good message. So I have to share the meditation that I did I will share it with all of you, but I'm more specifically talking to my girls. We used to do it a long time ago, like Shiv days, and took me back, bitch. Took me back. Any tips on meditating? It kind of depends. Are you a beginner, or like, do we have a little bit of experience with it? Like, where you at? Where you at? I didn't always meditate. My love, I saw you, bitch. I saw you. How did you even type that fast? How are you? Doesn't this take you back, bitch? Doesn't this take you back? I should have silenced my phone. I do apologize about that. Love it. Okay, so you're beginning every time I try, I see black. Well, duh. Silly Billy. It really is different for everybody, but you know, it's really, you're just looking at the back of your eyelids. That's why I said in the last video that I posted, like, I've always said that because I would host groups and people would be like, I don't see anything. And I'm like, bullshit. I see what you see. You're seeing some things, you know? But they're like, but it's black. And I'm like, no, that's because you're looking with your physical eyes and you're looking at the back of your eyelids. You can turn it into a screen, you know, use your imagination, turn the blackness into a screen, make the shapes and lights and stuff. Well, you don't make them, but you allow them to come and go and progress and turn into things. And you just keep at it, I think. And But don't go in it trying to see something, because the goal of meditating is to recalibrate your energy back down to zero. When you calibrate your energy, back down to zero to a good level, things just come naturally. You can see so much, many faces for me. Yeah, I remember that for you. Wichita Wayne! Wayne from Wichita is here. Gosh, it's like going down memory lane with y'all. Are we even friends on here? We should be. We shall be. Follow back. We are now. We are now. I feel like feeling lost. Well, let's just tappy tap on in, shall we? And y'all can tappy tap the screens if you would kindly. I used to be very anti tappy tap the screens because I'm like, it don't matter, but it fucking matters, and I appreciate your little tappy tap taps. So Danielle, I don't know, but let's take a look, shall we? Shall we? Do we have consent for this? I know. Ooh. So I'm gonna say this really quickly as I try to write down. She says yes, thank you. Good. First of all the lives that I do, if I do a read for you or any of the girls come out, anything that I do, and I speak on behalf of the girls, if you don't know them, you will get to know them. It's all on my YouTube. There's a replay that I put on. So you can check your reading out there if that ends up, working out there for you. What was the other thing? Yes. And live energy is crazy. It's crazy energetically. So bear the fuck with me. Okay, so you have two people coming through. There's a male and a female that's coming through, and it's a mother and a son. But the thing is that the son actually feels more like a father, and then his mother, which would most likely be your your grandmother, yeah, because that's how we feel about these two that are coming through. He's got like salt and pepper hair. You did catch me live again. That's because I'm going live more frequently. You did. He's got salt and pepper hair, full head of hair, I don't know why it matters that he has a maroon. Is it like a sweatshirt or like a sweatshirt with a collar, polo, something or other? And he does have a little bit of a belly. And she's really like, that's your dad. I love dads, just so you know, like right in the soft spot. But I believe that this is his mother. It could be his grandmother, but she is about the same height as him, even maybe a little taller, but she's also fuller, and she's got white hair. I wish I could be more like, I wish you guys could just see what I see. It would be so much easier. She looks to be like in her 80s. She's got like this white, I don't know why this is so important. She's got this like white, it's a nightgown. This is so funny. She just passed. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let's just make sure, because I think this is adorable. It's cute. It's funny. But she's got like this white nightgown muumuu. It's like a muumuu. It's what I would call a muumuu, because it doesn't go past her knees. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, there's no judgment here. But she has like no support up here in the midsection, and it's clear in this. Like, it is so clear in this. And she don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck. She used to wear them to bed. Well, she is wearing them out on the TikTok tonight. So they're both coming through, right? And so she has just transitioned. Well, she is fine. I mean, if there was ever a question in your mind, no, they come through together. And she's here to my right, and then he comes after her, just in case you want to understand their placement. And a lot of times they place themselves the way that they would do that for you so that you can do this yourself, because really you don't need me in that sense. Now he is not saying anything, but he's showing me writing letters. And these letters are like, they're pleas, they're cries for help, they're, requests, if one will. And I don't think that he's the one that these letters are connected to. I think he's referring to these letters as something that you've written. It's hard to have a three-way conversation, you know what I mean? They seem pretty like ceremonial, so if you ever like write a letter and you like ask for something, and then you burn it. We've all done it. That's kind of what he's not saying you did that, but that's kind of the gist that I get with these letters. Anywho, it's been a long time. You've been asking for the same thing for a long time. I don't want to like miss your comment. You're not late. You're right on time. So when he says that like you've been wanting this or whatever it is that he's showing me, and he says a long time, there is a number association with this, so it's the number 3. But I'm trying to determine, he could speaketh. That would be great if he could just verbally say it instead of let's play charades. From jail. They are on yellow pieces of paper. So we're not on white paper like this paper. It's yellow paper, if that's helpful to validate that for you. See a lot of 3s. But like it feels like such a long time. So this could be 3 months worth of a long time. It feels like, watching a pot of water come to a boil. Or it could actually be like 3 years. I'm leaning more towards 3 years. And there's a reason he's not speaking. When you were a kid, you had like the most wildest imagination. And he's like, well, she kind of had to, because he's not saying that you were left to your own devices, but, you kept yourself occupied with this. But it was a wild imagination. There was like no limitations, and that's why he's not talking, because he loves you in general, obviously. But he fully loves and supports that about you. And he wants to bring that back. And I think that's why he's showing up, even though you were kind of talking about meditation and how you saw black. But he's like, no, she has like this amazing inner vision, call it what you want, imagination. And he wants to bring that back. So he's going to speak to you in the mind's eye, in your imagination, in memories, in ideas, visions you can see. Like when people say that like they have a vision of how they're going to build a business, people don't like question it. But when we say we have a vision of something that we don't entirely understand yet, then we start questioning it. Don't fucking question it. You see what you see in most cases, in most cases. So he's trying to connect with you visually. So definitely try meditations for that. But like, I don't even think you really need meditations. Just vacuum, bitch. Just vacuum. Go do the dishes or some shit. You get into that rhythm. We meditate a lot without knowing. Anyways, he's fully support. Now, Miss Ma'am over here, if this is your grandmother, I think you said, she is verbal as fuck. So you don't even have to worry about her. She's loud. Now, I think you're going to hear her in your mind, in your thoughts, in her voice. Because I hear her in her voice. She does tell it like it is, which is great. We need somebody like that. We need somebody like that. But you might hear it in your own voice and just in her way. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm telling you it's her. I'm telling you it's her. Yeah, she'll backhand you. So is that the gist of it? Or is there more? Oh yeah, the 3 years. That's kind of large and in charge. I might have frozen. I apologize. I know. I can understand. I can really understand. And even when, because you can do this and you will do it and it'll be grand and it'll be beautiful, but you're still going to miss her. You're still going to miss him. Hang in tight there for just 1 second. I just want to finish this here for Danielle. What were they saying? The 3 years. Oh, okay. Listen, you're probably not going to really want to hear this, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I know that you're open to it. So I know that you're not resistant to this because he's saying, you'll understand. It's going to sound vague because it has no choice but to sound vague. So the vagueness is this. What he's talking about that you've been asking for, praying for, requesting for, doing ceremonies for, doing like whatever it is that you're doing, the 3 years, bitch, you have been focused, and there's been progress and there's been movement, but it hasn't been like as much as you can feel, and you're like, what the fuck? It's coming. Now, I'm going to see if he wants to give you something specific, but the thing is that like whatever it is, it changes your whole life. And they're not going to tell you what it is. They're not going to give you too many hints because it's going to take, I don't know what that was, but it sounded like I won something. So thank you. It totally distracted me. I don't know if y'all can hear that, or did that just, okay. Anyways, it's life-changing. But like, the thing is, you're never going to guess what it is. You're going to sit there and you're going to be like, well, it could be this and it could be this. And what if it's this and what if it's this? Don't fucking do that, bitch. Go clean out a closet if that's the case. Because it's just, it's divine. It's just the definition of divine orchestration. But it does change, like it changes your whole life. It changes your home life. It changes your daily life. It changes the life ahead for your family. And there's, but it's not just home. It's also like whatever it is that you've been progressing and working towards career-wise over the last 3 years. So it's really like you get to a place where you're happy and you're not secluded, but you have everything and everyone around you that you need and nobody else. Does your father have the anniversary in June? Hello, Hooligan Mama. Is it the birthday or an anniversary in June? No. Well, he's mentioning one. He's specifically, well, he's not saying because he's not very verbal, but he's showing me what I understand there to be either a birthday or an anniversary for the month of June. Hooligan Mama, he ain't talking about your birthday unless y'all is related. But I love it. I love it. Typical June baby right there. Claiming June. It's okay. I will tell you this, Danielle, for whatever it's worth. Like I said, you go on the YouTube and watch the replay tomorrow, and like, you know, screen record it if you must. But the point is, I was asking, like, you want to give her just a little bit, like, if bitch been working for like 3 years on one thing specific, can you give her like a time frame? And that's when he mentioned June and anniversary. Your sister-in-law birthday. I don't feel like that counts. That's all right, though. It's like a little fortune cookie, you know what I mean? Take it with you, open it up later, let a bitch know what happens. But I hope that that made sense. And I really like I like both of them for whatever that's worth to you. But they're a pleasure to speak for. Stop burning all the papers. It's all right. I'm kidding. You're very welcome. That's fun. I always feel like I need to smoke afterwards, you know. On the Zoom, you don't have to be so censored. But on the TikTok, we have to be censored. Did I just see Bubba? Did I just see a Bubba join? We got Bubba, Hooligan Mama, Veronica. There, hello. Bubba's 29. That's cute. I like it. I like it a lot. We're just chilling. I was very productive today, so I figured I'd come on and see. You're from West Virginia. It always rains when I drive through West Virginia, but I do love it there. The mountains are beautiful. Bubba's your son's nickname. I mean, not for nothing, but I kind of figured that. Hello, sunshine. It's a cute nickname. It's a common nickname, but every Bubba is different, you know? Every Bubba is different. Phoenix knows a Bubba, don't you? Dora! I remember you. I remember some of your handles from like years ago, like just hollering out your handles for like hours. Your dad always calls me his Bubba. That's cute. My dad called me Sweet Pea, and that was the nice one. There was another one, but we're not going to say it publicly. It's been a while since. It has been a while. It has definitely been a while. It reminds me of that song Phoenix is singing it right now by Stained, you know? It's been a while since I something. Blah, blah, blah. You met me at Dana's house. We did cards on the porch long time ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. I love Dana. You're talking about Dana. You're talking about like Niagara Falls, Dana. Dana's my homegirl. Dana D. She's a real life OG. Not that these bitches are not real life OGs. I'm just saying there's different increments of times. You know. So you got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Or you just want to hang out? I'm fine either way, but I get distracted. Hello, Elizabeth. Y'all. Oh, yes. I love her. Those are fun. They can be virtual. They can be done virtual, like just group readings. They can. You can have 1 medium or 7, whichever you'd prefer. Yeah, I've been I've been really busy, and if you're on like the YouTubes and the Spotify's, you'll see why. But now that all that's done, you know, I heard a noise. I'm back, is what I meant to say. But I'm also back with like not just myself. So like all the girls that I talk about, when I say the girls, it's like Phoenix, Lola, Dee. I'm gonna forget somebody. Veronica, Stacy, Liz. There's Natalie, comes on from time to time. They're my girls. I don't own them, but that's what I call them. Somebody's singing the "You Don't Own Me" song. Probably Veronica. Veronica does the spirit shuffle. What do hawks mean? They can mean a lot of different things. I love them so much. I'm a bird bitch. But present. Hawks. Couple different things. They're typically masculine energy. If you associate with like a loved one on the other side, they are connected to the Aries of the astrological chart there. Keen eyesight, swift movement, intelligent, all things good, you know. See, why would you not like the hawks? You know what I mean? They are a bird of prey. So, but that's where their keen eyesight comes in as well. Hello. Because trees are magical. They're like, they're some of them are old and some of them are new. You never know unless you go up and ask, you know? Do you have a favorite kind of tree? Because I think all bitches that like trees have a favorite kind of tree. Oh my God, I'm gonna smack you, Savannah. I really am. Grace. It's a beautiful name. I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm gonna scroll back over here too. I'm gonna pin you, Grace, if you're gonna stick around for a minute. Would you like to stick around for a minute, Grace? I should probably ask your permission, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? It's called yes. Okay. I really do like sincerest condolences there on the physical transitions, because stop messing with my internet, because that's hard. That's difficult. Listen, these are two different situations here with these transitions. I don't know if this is who you are speaking with, but here's the thing. There's a younger male that's over here, and he, you know, I don't know. In a way, he transitioned on his own terms. They really weren't the best terms, but they were his own terms. No, he did not take it upon himself, but they were still his own terms, if that makes sense too. I have to dance around it a little bit on the TikTok as far as those kind of details. And then I do have a woman that stands behind me, and she had a illness, like whatever her illness. I know that sounds kind of vague as well, but she transitioned of a very aggressive illness that just kept progressing until that was how she transitioned. So she's behind me. He's over here to the right. He wants to mention the name Joey. So that if they give me a name, I'm like, that name just connects to them. You know, it's, unless they say otherwise, could be his name, could be brother's name, friend's name, whatever. Joey's important to him. And he is very much so in the forefront of your team, if you will, really because of the bond, but then you think you just kind of like put him there, you think about him a lot, you talk to him, you do your little thing. But he really is a part of your journey. And it's more so to like help you with your career. And that's also pretty vague, but you have to be of service to people. You have to help people. Healthcare of any kind is going to be a long-term trajectory for you, and in many different ways, because you're just accumulating all of this knowledge, but you end up doing something very unconventional, outside of the box, that's like absolutely brilliant. And that's what he, we're talking like big, and if I'm saying it's big because I'm an Aries, and like it's got to be big in order for me to even say it's big. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say if he was blood related or not. I know that he liked to party, and he had zero regrets on how he liked to party. And those choices, though they weren't the best choices, was inevitably what led him to his transition at such a young age. That's what he said. Is it Georgie? It looks like a Georgie. Maybe that's what I heard and it wasn't Joey. Could be. Could be. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate you. So and like the thing is like this whole healthcare thing, career thing, like this is long-term journey. This is broad strokes, Miss Ma'am. Okay. But you are I do see you like you've already made consistent progress. You're going to continue to make consistent progress towards this. You do achieve it. And there's a part of you that kind of tributes a lot of what you make and create and provide for other people. That's awesome. It's very distracting for me, but thank you. I do appreciate it very much so. Don't remember what I was saying, but you get the gist, right? Okay, so then we have the ant. we have the ant, I believe, anyways, past of an illness. I can't really like gauge too much of how she looks because she's behind me. So, squirrel. It happens. It happens. Thank you. She's a little tricky, bitch. She's a little tricky. Your Aunt Star. Is that really her name? So that's helpful to me because I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Because she's behind me. She puts this piece of it. I don't know. It looked like paper. It felt like paper on my back. Square, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, ma'am? What does this mean? I'm much more like, just tell me, bitch. It's so much easier for me to just be a repeater. But it's a tattoo. You know how they put the paper thing, right? And then they peel it off, and then they give you the little tattoo. I don't know what she's talking about, but that is what she's talking about, like a back tattoo. It goes from like shoulder blade to shoulder blade. It's about the size of an 8x10. You know? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. But it says, Namaste, motherfucker. It might have been gifted to me. I cleaned my closet. That's what happened. I was grounding myself. And you know how that happens. You know how it happens. You go through your clothes, you hang them all up, you rewash the ones that have sat for too long. And then you're like, oh, I forgot I had this. You know, and you have an entirely new wardrobe. So I'll be wearing this frequently because it's in the rotation. I know I'm not the only one. But do you resonate with the back tattoo? Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Because it is. It is. Not really. Okay. I mean, I can dig more if you want me to. I have no problem doing that. You have a few. I can tell you that her hair is not gray. It's short, but it's not gray. It's like a brown, maybe like it might be like mine. It's got like a little red tint to it, you know? I can tell that much. And I'm going to go on a whim and say that you're just, whatever tattoo she's talking about, it's probably not being set into motion yet, but it's something. Oh, do you have a sister? You have a sister? Grace. Yeah. So Georgie says the sister, and I'm like, thank you for the verbalization, Georgie. Is it the middle one? Is it the middle sister? She has a tattoo on her back. The aunt, listen, you're not going to take this the wrong way, but I'm just going to tell it like she's saying it. So your aunt here is more connected in a sense where she's helping and guiding with whatever sister it is that has this back tattoo, or maybe doesn't have the back tattoo, is going to get one. And then your friend over here, as he said before, he's more or less in the forefront of your team for purposes to assist you. That's why, that's what she's saying. And good luck to your sister, whoever she is, whichever one she is, because fuck it, she gonna just stand behind me and put a thing on my back and not say nothing else. Good luck to her. You lucked out there with Georgie. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's fun. I think she can be fun, but then I think she could whoop your ass at the same time. You know what I mean? So that was a pleasure. You got him. You got him. Go get some food. Go get some food. Ugh, your son? Y'all. All right, let me write your name down. Give me just a moment, if you would kindly, and so I can take just a bit of a breather, which I don't normally ask for. Yay, look at me asking for boundaries. Janine, am I saying that right? Please help me. Please help me. Say all the names right. Of course, yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Usually it doesn't take very long. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Not y'all. Precious baby child. Precious baby child. Look, I'm going to smoke for this one. I'm going to smoke for this one. I mean that in every sense of the word. It might come out sounding a little insincere, but I do mean precious baby child. I was trying to gather information, but there wasn't really information that was coming through. It was just a complete reel of every special memory and moment that you have had with your son, you know, since you brought him in this world. But he was funny as well. You're just gonna have to work with me on this one. He was funny. He was quite a character, especially around his friends. Like, there was a difference. There was a difference. He took it to a different level. Now, is there another son or a younger son? Might even be like a nephew, but he's like, there's a definite age gap. Older son. Okay. Which one of them was like a towhead? You know, like really blonde. While I'm waiting, don't rush or anything, but the reason I say that is because there's like a child. It's light now. Yeah, it's like Dennis the Menace. Maybe Towhead's a little extreme. But he's on the ground, you know, and he's just playing. I did say Towhead. My southern's slipping out. But he's a toddler and he's, you know, on the floor and he's playing, and I see a young man, and then I can see through his vision, and he's just interacting, playing around with this baby. Now, this is in the kitchen, and this again might sound a little vague, because it doesn't matter. Is there an island in the kitchen where your would you say nephew, grandson, would be playing? Because it's like your grandson's, if it's your grandson's here, island's here, and then the younger gentleman's kind of like right here by the island corner, baby, right there. And then it opens up to like a living room or a sitting room or whatever. Sometimes I see it mirrored, just so you know. But how is he connected to the 23rd? Or why is 23 so important to him? His nephew, yes, we have an island. That's your house, yes, okay. Thank you for typing all of that. I do appreciate it. 23. I assume it's 23 because they're together, so they're not, it's not like 2 and 3. 23 is important to him, or the 23rd. And he's being real. Okay. He's being real, and I don't need him to, just for the record, in the courts of heaven. He doesn't need to be like vague or dance around it, but I feel like he is dancing around it, because I'm like, well, tell me how, you know, tell me the things, sir. Like, what are we doing here? Okay. I'm going to tell you what I see. Hey. I'm going to tell you what I see. We're just going to, but okay. So there is at some point where he's in the hospital, because I see the hospital bed, and I see a young man there. I don't know how he got to the hospital or what. I mean, I have a couple of feelings, but the thing that gets me about this scene is that, like, there's not really any like activity going on in this scene, if that makes sense, the way that I say that. So I don't know if he wasn't awake or not responsive or what. That's what I'm trying to say. Mm. Listen, that 23, he's not going to let go of it. He's not going to let go of it. So my condolences to this long ass journey that we're on together, but he ain't going to let go of it. So that 23 is like super important. Now, I almost want to ask you, and you don't have to tell me, like, you don't have to say anything. How the fuck ever, how long ago was like, it's a date. It's not 23 years ago, obviously. I shouldn't say obviously, but it doesn't feel like 23 years ago. So is it 23 months ago, bitch? Is it the 23rd? Like there's something with the 23rd. And he's not really like moving on until January 24th of this year. That's when so what does he want to do? He wants to go back to the day before he transitioned? Because this is an awfully long walk around to get there. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. I got all night. I'm here for it, boo-boo. I'm just, you know, being me. Well, he had to, I shouldn't say it like this. I think he likes to have fun, truthfully. I think he's having fun. But I think he's taking his opportunity. So like I'm in it. We're in it together. But he goes like from the hospital bed and then he goes back and it's like I'm outside, it's nighttime. You know, the sun's not out. But there's like, okay, so like it's nighttime, you know? It's nighttime. Mm, okay. He's showing me the last thing that he remembers seeing. And somehow that's really important for you to know because possibly you keep wondering all these things or all of you know the mind is a beautiful fucked up thing and so like we'll wonder all these things and it causes such a negative ripple effect that we don't catch right away sometimes. And that's really what he's trying to say in a very long roundabout kind of way is that like he's showing you what he saw last so that you know what his last sight was or last physical moment was. So like you know that he wasn't or didn't suffer. Why would you take such a long way to go about that? He says you're a talker. He says you're a talker. Oh, he's fun. He's fun. It's like tit for tat, you know? You used to do it to him, so now he's doing it to you. He's going to take you around the longest possible way to get to a very simple point, and we're going to have a sit-down conversation with this, and he's got to sit through this. Oh, what a smartass. What a smartass. Okay. You need to do him a favor. Well, this was a very long story. You should have warned me. It's all right. I'm fine with it. It's a pleasure. There is a window and a plant that hangs right in front of this window. It looks like it's in the living room. I don't know. It could be a dining room. It's in the house somewhere. I need you to move the plant. I need you to take the plant out of what window it's in and move it somewhere else. I don't know. He don't give a shit where you put this plant, but it's bothering him that this plant is in the middle of the window. And I don't think that's something that generally a 16-year-old boy should really give two shits about, but he seems very passionate about it. And something keeps happening over there too, and that's just because it's him trying to tell you to move the fuck plant. Move the plant. It's a pretty large window. Like, I don't know if it's a bay window. Look. He doesn't want to be serious about it. He doesn't want to be serious about it. He just doesn't. I keep asking him, I'm like, you know, why? Because I would be asking why. You know? There's always a reason why. He don't really want to talk about it. He wants to keep it light. For now. You ask why every day. Yeah, fuck yeah, yeah, fuck yeah. Ooh, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Oh, this is fun, bitch. This is fun. I'm not even gonna ask his name, but I'm gonna ask something else. Y'all are like, what are you doing? I'm calling in. I'm calling in a favor is what I'm doing. I'm calling in a favor. Now, did you get the tattoo on the arm? Forearm area? I feel like it's on the forearm area. A little something, something there. A little something, something reminder there. It's scheduled. Tattoo night, y'all. Tattoo night. Yeah. Good. Do that. Because the other shit you be doing, I love you so much. I'm not saying this. This is not for me. I fully support your grieving process, okay? But in my own way, what they're saying is that, like, you need that. Why? Because you don't need to go, I mean, technically you don't need this, but this, whatever this is that you're getting, is the best thing for you to do because it's a constant reminder. And right now what you're doing is you're doing things to constantly remind yourself. And you don't even need to do that. I understand that, but they're saying you don't need to do that. So they're fully supportive of this in the healing process because it's just the transition from the physical, and that is a lot, and it's not just that, it's never going to be the same, and all of those things, but in another breath, they're not gone. So, and he's like, there was always something different about him, and you knew that he was really, really, really old. So even if he was like the younger one or whatever, he was always really, really, really old, like an old soul. But like, there was something about him in that sense that you really, I don't want to say you couldn't put a like pin in it, but you knew his life was going to be different. Oh. So how did he save your life? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know, Miss Janine. Well, in this, I couldn't even remember your name. That's what listen, that's what this is, Miss Ma'am. I don't know what was going on in your life when you got pregnant with him, but in a sense, you've thought, if not even like literally said that he saved you in some way when he was born, when you found out you were pregnant with him. So believe that he fulfilled his job, and he's going to extend that, because now the love that the two of you have had, shared, remembered, experienced, will continue to have, will continue to grow. Whatever you're going to do because of this experience of how he transitioned, I don't know if it's a foundation, an organization, a non-for-profit. I don't know, but it's something along those lines. Raising awareness, even rallying. Anyways, every step of the way. Every step of the way. Every step of the way. Y'all were like ride or die in a sense. So if there's like a family unit of 4 or, 3 or however many there was this like ride or die type of energy that the two of you shared, and then you're still doing that, and it's a whole story. So I'm going to say this based off of that, and that didn't come from him. I had to call in some troops for that one. But it's all with good reason. He wants to talk to you, bitch. He don't really want to talk to me, so I get it. Don't remember what else I was going to say. My apologies. It's gone. What was the other thing? I don't know. Every step of the way. Yeah. It's going to be big. It's going to be beautiful. But he's not separate from you. So, all the love and support. You should. You should. Quoted. But thank you for being open to that, and for introducing me to your son, and allowing me to introduce your son to my father. I'm like, Dad, tell me what the fuck's going on here. So, but my dad likes him too, so win-win all the way around. You're amazing. You're amazing. Handsome cutie pie, though. Very handsome. Very handsome. Is special. Is special. There's rankings on the other side. There's rankings over there. They got jobs over there. Takes us a while to figure out what the jobs are, but we're all a team working together. And he's got big plans for you, boo-boo. Big plans. I don't know how his relationship was with his father, or whoever like the father figure was, but I can see him like schooling his father, in a non-disrespectful way. It's cute though. It's cute. Little smart ass. Your father. This is Daddy-O night. I'm not opposed. Fucked with each other all day. I feel like your son pretty much beat him every time though. You know what I mean? I'm going to take a breather, but I'm scanning. I'm scanning. When you edit videos, okay, and you really there's loops of things that stick in your mind for ever. And in the appropriate moment like that, we're scanning, it just comes out. So it's like editing Tourette's. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Thank you. So are you. You and your whole family. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know. I have a bubble. Let's put it that way. Let's make it a little animated. So I don't want to say I can't, but I won't be overwhelmed too bad with people. I got gangsters. Your late boyfriend. Well, I do have someone coming through. Amanda. I don't know who it is though. So let's play a game. We'll figure it out together. I am still on the tube. I am still on the tube. And Spotify. Not that it matters. Anyways. So there's a male that's coming through and what is on the left side? Like anatomy wise? Like it's right, so like your rib cage is like right here, like ends right here. Your lung, is it a lung connection? That's called clairsentience, by the way. It's called the feels, and we don't prefer them. Yeah, the soulmate can take a while. Is it the spleen? Lung cancer. So male, left side. Which, I'll tell you what, Carrie and Amanda, between the two of you, or anybody that's really resonating, which do you... Would you say you're empathic? I know, it's the stupidest thing to ask. Of course I'm empathic. Everybody's empathic. Are you super fucking sensitive, is what I'm trying to say. You probably ignored him. I don't know who it is that we're talking to. Oh, it's James. We're talking to James. We're talking to James. That's who the fuck we're talking to. So let me know who's connected to James. And James has the left side. Your liver's on your right. Your liver's on your right. James sounds nice. I don't know. Truthfully, I'm not really talking to James. I'm just being told about James. I mean, James is here and all, but James isn't saying anything. It's just easier when my people tell me. You know what I'm saying? Your father's name was James. You're not sensitive. Liar. What's your moon sign? Beg to differ. It's a water sign. That's for Amanda, by the way. Okay, Vicky, that's your dad's name was James, and you wanted to talk to your father. So here we are. Now, is he connected to the left side discomfort that we're all debating on? People call you James. Well, they shouldn't. Should they? I'm opposed to it if you're opposed to it, but if you're for it, I'll support you. But I feel like they shouldn't. Not sure. Okay. Well, let's find out. What's going on? I have to do something for the TikTok. I have to put a puzzle together. I don't know why the fuck they made me do that. Well, hold on. We got James right now. Stick around for a while. Or come back. Or go to YouTube and watch later. Anyways. That's funny. Hold on. Janine, are you still here? If you're still here, let me know. I just gotta say one other thing. Stacy's here. Your dad's name was James? I don't know if I've met. Making sure I'm not a bot. That's silly. You are. When you smell cigars, that's also him being an ass. So, just so you know. Not that he smokes cigars or anything. He's just, I mean, maybe he did in another kind of way. We don't know. But, just so you know. Let me see the messages. You smell them all the time. Well, tell him to stop smoking over there. No, don't tell him that. It's fine. Smoking's sacred. Moving on. Okay. Well, I don't know why he's over here. I don't typically go to the left, but here we are. We're going to the left together. We can tell Ronnie to get in line. Like literally, it's helpful. I don't like it over there. But I don't know why he's over there. So whoever this James guy is, I know Vicky's like, Vicky's thinking it's her dad, but we don't really know yet. Okay. He was like, I don't think he was a legitimate mechanic, but I think he knew about mechanics, and I think like he just knew how to build stuff, work with stuff, engineer stuff, many different types of ways. But also, like, he was grumpy. He was grumpy. Grumpy old man. I shouldn't call him that. But, you know, he's just grumbling over here. Just grumbling. A little bit of a pack rat, I might add. What did you lose, Vicky? It's been a while, Miss Lisa Strong. Yes, it has. It's lovely to see you, though. I don't even remember what I just asked. What did I just ask? Oh, yeah. What did you lose? What did you lose? I was about to yell Veronica. My apologies. Vicky lost something. You've lost a lot. I'm serious, though, bitch. I'm serious. What did you lose? You know, outside of like your sanity, your mind, all those things. Something significant. It's like an heirloom, a ring, a tangible something or other, something important, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Big facts right there on the car keys. Don't lose your car keys. You know what I mean? Oh, Vicky. Bitch. What do you want to know from your dad? Oh, because I don't know what you want to know. I don't want to unearth things. You know what I mean? I don't want to just unearth all the things. Don't answer because she can't find what she's lost. No, it's something, but it's also like, that's why I said heirloom, because though it's tangible, it's also like, it's meaningful. And then it's also manifested in your life as well, Vicky, which is why we're just going to take a pause real quick to get. So he left when you were 2, never heard from him again. Well, then he's still over here fucking puttering around. Or he's over here puttering around now. I don't want to unearth your whole life here, so is there any particular area that you would like to know of? I mean, while I'm waiting for you to respond to that, I ask that because what I do get in conjunction to the lost things is something that's pretty, you know, it's deep and it's a big part of our lives, and I don't know if I want to do that publicly. That's all. That's all. Papa JJ. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. They probably just made that so people would call out that handle on a live. You want to know why you weren't important to them, okay? Well, so I'm going to say this before I go there. So I felt like it was like a ring or something that had some kind of heirloom associated to like relationships, specifically marriages, because the next thing that they said was that what you lost has manifested itself in your life. And it's the loss of love, it's the loss of marriage, it's the loss of all that deep stuff. But when you ask that why he didn't love you, it's not, I mean, all the respect in the world, it's not that simple. It's really not that simple. So I can look if you want to hang for the journey. I mean, but this is going to be like a lifetime thing, like lifetimes and generational sides and such. If you want to go on a deep dive, I'll deep dive, but you gotta tell me. I don't know which one of the girls was like, here we go, here she goes. Which one was it? So Vicky says she'll hang in there. That's why he's on the left side. I mean, was it you, Veronica? There's a lot of different reasons they come in a lot of different ways. Really, it's not so black and white. Hello. Okay. So again, this will be on the YouTube. Tweak talk. Like saying that. A lot of things happen. A lot of things. We are reading Vicky right now, though. Vicky just wanted me to deep dive her whole soul's journey. No, but damn near. So we're going to go on this journey together. Thank you. So do you. Your little bubble's real small. But the vibe is good. All right. My smoke keeps going out. And who am I if I don't smoke? It's just a clove, TikTok. Pipe it down. Okay. Listen. We got to clarify a couple of things real quick, Vicky. So I'm going to need your participation in this, all right? I need to know which side of the family has the adoption first. I believe that it's your mother's side of the family. Low Jen, not high Jen. I mean, it's a natural state of being. It's a natural state of being. So yeah, I need to know where I should write this down, but adoption. It can be current, your mom's side. Okay, adopted by her stepdad. Okay, so that's really, really important for this bitch. The reason for that is because in your particular case, your life, your incarnation experience, this life, I'm hoping that we're on the same page, that, we live multiple lives. So in this life, you came in for your mother's side of the family. So a lot of your life is reflective, parallel, whatever, mom's side. You might even just know more about mom's side. Now there's a lot of stuff on your mom's side that is like really, really, really heavy as well, though. So we're talking SA, we're talking all the kind of abuse. Just, I'm gonna sum it up. Some degree, at least 4 generations back, you got some serious, you know, and we, you know, that's not a thing about your family either. Like, there's no judgment up in here. But like your soul, there, and alcoholism, like how many family members are you aware of to this day that just, that's their vice? We're not, you know, and again, no judgment with this, but when you looking through your eyes, you look at the situation and you're like, that's just not helping. That's not the answer. You can see the pain. There's about 3 of you in the family. I think the other 2 are cousins that I'm going to say vibe well. I don't think you really vibe well with anybody in your motherfucking family outside of maybe these other 2 cousins, family members, whatever. Y'all are all cut from the same cloth. You're different than the bloodline that you were born into. Could be collective. What that means, let me break this down for you real quick, okay? So you have a lineage of your soul, and all lineages go back to the Most High, but like let me just, okay, on an individual basis, you have a lineage of your soul, and sometimes you are born into a completely different lineage. With a reason, yes. That's the 3 of y'all. Y'all are not incarnating in this bloodline over and over and over and over and over again. This is you incarnating in this bloodline, your mom's bloodline, for the first time in this lifetime because of all the things that are going to hell in a handbag, really, on your mama's side. And a lot of times when a soul volunteers to do something like that, it's really honorable, it's really noble, it's all these wonderful things, but it's also really fucking hard, bitch, because how's the best way to say this? As a soul that's able to volunteer to do this type of work, you've already overcome imbalances of pain, okay? So when you volunteer to do this, there are situations that trigger even your soul back to a place of experience of trauma. But it's necessary for the whole. It's necessary for the job, if that makes sense. This is you in your family. So it's not, why didn't he love me enough to stay? You know what I'm saying? The question really should be all these things, like there's got to be a certain level of evolution for you to volunteer to do this, a certain level of spiritual intelligence, all these things. That would be where my question would be. What is that? Why is that? And you're in healthcare as well. I'm not assuming, but the earlier girl was as well. But there's the healthcare connection connected to this as well. Yeah. Good way to put it, Jamie. Good way to put it. No time for him. It wasn't about him. The abandonment was a part of the goal, yes. Like, you had to be, right? But it really wasn't about him. Thank you, Veronica. I really do appreciate that. What else? Let me see. I think I just sent somebody an invitation. I didn't mean to do that. I apologize. Take care of your mom and your late husband. Oh, I remember you. Raven, I remember you. And your baby children, your 2 little girls. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get anything else there for Vicky, because we can understand that, I assume. I assume we're understanding that. What do we do with that? We don't know. Let's find out more. So are you older or younger than 53? It's 10 o'clock already? Me oh my. Time flies. Time flies. 53. You're 66. Okay, so what's so important about 53? Where were you? Like when they do this, this is how this always fucking happens. So let me walk you through it. Oh, it's health issues. I don't even have to ask you. So at 53, you started to have some kind of health issues around the stomach area. Don't you tell me my connection is unstable. Strong as ever. Stomach issues, 53. I know that's kind of vague. Health issues in the stomach area, 53. Going once. No, take your time. Take your time. Just direct me around then. Okay. I would double check. I would think about it, because that's pretty specific. Vicky. Listen, let me tell you something. You could write a book. You could write a book. And you've said that, and I know a lot of people say that, but you really could write a book. And who's the woman? Oh my goodness gracious, here they come. Who's the woman that had sepsis? Is that connected to you, Vicky? Is she connected to you? My apologies. Sepsis. I don't know what that means. Really, Polar? I love your vibe. And oh, what? Oh my goodness. The letters you told me about, you found a picture of my dad in the sweater he mentioned. Oh, that's good old Daddy-O. No one that you know of. Okay. I didn't think so. She came out of nowhere. So there's a woman here that apparently passed of sepsis, and she kind of just like came in out of nowhere. And they can do that sometimes, but she can take her sepsis self to the back of the line right now. What the fuck was I saying? I don't remember. That's divine timing, Danielle. That is divine timing. I love it. See? Just a different kind of relationship. I have no idea what I was saying, so. Stomach, yeah. Thank you so much. My girls always do that. I'll be like, I'll forget something. They'll recap 5 minutes for me. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah. She was a little bit older, Grace, the woman. And her hair was like shorter. And when I say older, I was like 60s-ish if I'm going by looks, but that's not always a good way to gauge. I don't know. Do you have so JK, which are partial my initials. I don't know. They just come in, hang out, have fun, see if it vibes. But also there's a woman that just came through in the spiritual that just Katie barred the door and apparently transitioned with a sepsis association. So if anybody wants to claim her, she ain't going nowhere. She was 50 when she passed away. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. So where are they going with the 53? Vicky. Oh, the book. The book. She can write a book. That's what they were saying. You need to fucking write a book, bitch. You need to write a book. Why? Because you have time to write the book. And it's like, we can't just, you can't, I say this with all the love in the world, but you have the time. And the time of saying we don't have the time to do this and you should do this is like over. Write the book. Start it. Just, okay. Because that's really when you're going to find yourself. It might have taken this long for you to get to a place that you can look and reflect and heal and understand and align and balance and reclaim. It might, okay, it might feel like that. But it's the time to do that. And you have a long road ahead of you, boo-boo. You need to sit down and start reflecting and writing and doing these things, because it is a win-win for you to heal fully, finally, and then also have this entirely different ending to your life and finalizing your job and leaving you're leaving this to this bloodline that you incarnated into. Okay, this is a job, boo-boo. If you don't want to come back and do this, take my advice. I don't mean to make it sound that way, but I am not recapping for you, Raven. I love you, but it will be recapped tomorrow on the YouTube. Feel free to subscribe there. I try not to overly post. I know some people overly post. Polar Quinn 3. P23. Okay, listen. Do y'all hear that? When that happens, do you hear the little sound? You do. Okay, good. Sounds like you win something, you know what I mean? It's a lovely sound. It's lovely. You need to. You have to. It's your job. Get to it. Get to it. When I wrote Raised by Spirit. I technically wrote it twice. I wrote it as a memoir, whatever. I wrote it as a 700-page book, and then I rewrote it and kind of, I told it in a better way, if you will. Not the point. The point is that, like, if you're terrible, like, with spelling or any punctuation or anything, that fucking AI is great for that shit. I totally do that all the time. If you look on back on some of my videos, like, I'm just dyslexic as fuck. Don't even spell check. Hit send, post. It doesn't make sense. But to the people that it does make sense, it's our people. Absolutely. It was such a pleasure. Grace, a little tongue-tied right now. Take a sip of coffee, Jen. Thank you, Veronica. Cheers. Did you make coffee, Veronica, for this? I feel like you did. I feel like you wanted me to take a sip of my coffee so you could take a sip of your coffee. No, but you can. Okay, I was totally off on that. That's fine. I foresee it happening in the future. Coffee's the best. The journalings will come in handy. There's a lot of ways. Good for you, Jamie. There's a lot of ways to be efficient in writing and recapping and putting things together these days. So I believe in you. And you're leaving something, like, so beautiful to the family. Think of it like, and I mean, they'll see this before, you transition into another life, but it lives beyond you. It's a great gift that you leave them. What did you smoke, Jamie? Coffee calms you, especially with a touch of whiskey and vanilla creamer. Oh, Jackie. Oh, Jackie. Don't get me started on the metaphysical effects of alcohol. Veronica. Jackie. The Lord's lettuce. Yeah. I mean, I can do that too. You're not odd. You're just cut from a different cloth, you know? It's not easy, but you got to do what you got to do. And if there's anything that we can do to help, let us know, you know? We volunteered too. Whiskey burns, bitch. Whiskey burns. I was never a big whiskey fan. I was never a big alcohol fan. But coffee, I'll snort that shit. You're most welcome, Vicky. Thanks for hanging out. Always welcome to join. I mean, that's like saying, what are we comparing? How do we feel about astrology? I feel like it's a fucking language in and of itself. I understand it in a way that's not normal for most. And I am fascinated with how people can understand it for how it is, if that even makes sense, the way I said that. They give the best advice, Jackie. I just have a way of delivering it. Yeah. I mean, even with I know little bits and pieces. But even what I do know about astrology, I understand it because it comes from, like, my people explaining it to me. You know, like, we had that, I'm only saying this because this is relative to a video that'll be coming out soon on the TubeTube on YouTube. But there was it was the Wounded Healer return or some shit that started, it would be 16 years ago now, but last year was 15 years. It was a 15-year cycle. And there's this whole astrology thing, right? But it was just completely reflective in one's journey. Yes, thank you, Veronica. Chiron, the Moon and Healer. In one's journey, our journey as a group, we're looking at this and we're like, holy shit. So, and we knew nothing about its cycle. So I think Father Time did a really good job with that cosmic clock, you know? Really, really good job. And the other interesting thing to me is that based off channelings, not all constellation stars, planetary systems are such. Some are realms, some are portals, some are other things. And I find that like so fascinating and confusing and intriguing at the same time, you know? It's wild. It only takes me a couple, Jamie, just so you know. Yeah, I would get overwhelmed with it too. Veronica's into astrology. She understands it quite well. She's very good with the braining, and the knowledge and such, and the remembrance. But she's a Libra moon, so she's going to explain it to you thoroughly, a lot, in a couple of different ways, until you really get it. I was telling Rich about that the other night. I was like, she's just like you. I'm like, you two are either going to love each other or you're going to get on each other's fucking nerves. Beer is our water. Wisconsin. It is out of this world, quite literally. Quite literally. Where's the fear coming from? Genuine question. Girl. I'm just going to read everybody's comments. Not answer anything. No, I'm answering all the things. Where's the fear coming from, though, right? Like, what kind of fear are we talking? kind of fear are we talking? You know, I don't think that's the case with you. What I think the case is, I think you are sensitive AF. Fear of the unknown is, yeah, definite. But I also think that you're sensitive as fuck. Like, you are sensitive. You need to like have like a hematite armored suit. Just wear hematite. Dip your clothes in hematite, bitch. So I don't really think that it's anxiety all the time. I would bet about 80% of the time that's your clairsentience letting you know that you have an energy around you, and your anxiety is your notification that somebody's around you. It's fucked, but it's common. I would bet that. You will see me again. I hope to see you again as well. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate you very, very much. Yeah. So you don't have to meditate that way. I never meditated that way. I didn't meditate in that way until my guides taught me how to write a meditation and guide a meditation. It was a fucking stupid ass journey, great, wonderful journey, but I was battling sepsis and fought to leave to see her. Hello, Kim. Somebody must have grabbed you and told you to come in here, huh? Welcome. My sister's name is not Kim. I almost slipped. So real quick, hang on. So Danielle, Kim, hang out for just 1 second if you would kindly. But Danielle, a lot of people that are watching right now, a lot of people that I tag in the videos and mention and such, like we're all at some level of the meditation game. I'm just gonna put it that way. And I would love to, and I'm sure I can say and speak on behalf of the girls and the people that I associate with, like if will help you get to a point where you understand the meditations or the visions or however you work to understand things and not feel anxious and understand all of those things. You just hang out and we'll take good care of you, and then we'll all do it together. And you never know, we may do a parasite removal at some point. But Kim over here, thank you, Carrie. So this woman that came busting in a few moments ago, I heard that, I was told that she's connected to sepsis, or that's how she transitioned. But let me explain to you what she looks like, because you had mentioned, if I go back, I'm going to pin it. Grandma didn't pass with sepsis. Mom was battling sepsis and fought to stay. Okay. This woman is small. Like I'm 5'2", which is giant to Veronica, because Veronica is only 4'11". But I'm 5'5" with wedges on, and I think that matters. But this woman is small. She's got to be like 5'2". She's also small in her frame. She's really elderly. She's really elderly. Like 70, 80. Like because her face is very aged. Her hair is white. It's very short. And she's in white. And she just ran. You know what I mean? Like she didn't run, but she moved very quickly for her age right across me. And sepsis, okay? I don't know if that's your grandmother or your mother, but I have a feeling like it's your grandmother. And if you would like to go further in that, just let me know. I always like to ask, you know. I mean, for her age, I mean, I know she's in the etheric and everything, but still, just whew, right by you. She's down. Okay. Did you get, I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to ask. Okay. Oh, this is neither. This is not your grandmother, nor is this your mother. This is your great aunt on your maternal side, okay? The sepsis was the recognition. You don't have electrical problems. You don't have none of that going on at your home and location. You got whoever this little old woman is running around like she is fast, bitch. She's fast. Her energy is fast. She can move real fast. And when she does that at your house, it does fuck with your lights. You don't have faulty wiring. So why? What the fuck does that mean? She even touches you, bitch. Hold on. Oh, that's why she's so fast. She's been around for a while. She's been around you for a while. And she just wants to let you know. That's all this is. She just wants to let you know who she is and what she did and what she's gonna do, and that's all this is. You used to have, like, nightmares for, like, a while. On my hand, on my wrist, it was right here. Let me put my smoke down. It was right here. Right here. Right where that opposite side of where that little bone is, you know. But she's squeezed it like that. But not my cheeks. Not my cheeks. Anyways, you used to have nightmares. Like bad dreams, like nightmares. Like these were trauma. These were trauma. These were trauma. Right? And you asked some way, shape, form, fashion, whatever. I mean, even if you didn't know specifically who you were asking and you just spoke it aloud or said it aloud one day, like, I don't want to experience this anymore. That's why she moves around so fast. She's like a little ninja avatar, like just making sure that all the energy all the time around you is oh motherfucking K. Or maybe it's not all the time. Maybe it's just when you feel or whatever. But she comes as she's doing this. What is your name, ma'am? Find out who Kathleen is. Find out who Kathleen is. I think her name is quite literally Kathleen. I don't think it's a connecting name. Also, if my hair ever looks ridiculous, I'm going to need somebody to say something. Be a real friend about it, okay? On the last live, I had like this whole fucking thing over here. It was like doing a little Lindy Lou Who. It was terrible. Nobody said a word. I heard that name. Yeah. It's channel hair. It's fine. Fuck off. Fuck off. With all the love. I love Veronica. I was telling I was telling my husband the other night that, like, Veronica's the sister that I get to pick on all the time. You know what I mean? But, like, I swear to you, no one else can pick on her. And the way I pick on her is not mean. It's factual, Veronica. Ah. I love you, Veronica, so much. You have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off soon. You will, and thank you for joining. Seriously, seriously, all of you. I really do appreciate it. Neverland joined. Are you in Texas? But I do appreciate all your little tappy tappies. All the lives that I do of like you, if you get a reading or whatever we do, will be on the YouTube in the next day or so. And wait a second. Carrie, can you tell my sister to get her shit together and talk to you? Oh, Carrie. All right, we're gonna talk. We're gonna see if we can do Carrie a solid real quick, but then I'm gonna skidoo because Carrie's been hanging out the whole time. The whole time. All 3 years, bitch. She was in the hospital before she died as well. Write it down, Jamie. Definitely just write down the experience, even if you don't have the answer. And then we'll be back on soon. And if you don't figure it out, we'll help you figure it out. Okay, so yeah, so she... Okay. Typical. She's annoyed. I've talked to her before, have I not? Because she's familiar to me. She's familiar to me. I mean, this might not even make sense to y'all, but like, I remember she was over here, and I think she took forever to fucking come through. But I remember her tone. I remember her sass, you know? There's just some people you just remember. Do you want to talk about your husband or your partner? Your interest? Your companion? Your current companion? Because a few years ago, she wants to talk about your relationships. Not, I didn't mean to say that plurally either, by the way. Also, all of y'all that are like high vibe and such, go over to Veronica and Phoenix's page, give them a like, so like we can get them going lives as well. That way we can all be lives, if you wouldn't mind. If you wouldn't mind. Spiritual chick. Call mine mistakes, not companions. And it was plural. Can I tag them? Veronica can. Veronica may, Phoenix might, Lola might, Spiritual Chick might. Which one's the one? Which one's, thank you. Which one's the one, Carrie, the relationship, dark brown hair? I think he either had like maybe a well-kept beard, but I wouldn't even call it a beard. It's more like a 5 o'clock shadow. And he like would do all these things where he would like try to fix things, but he was never really good at fixing things. Which one's that? Because that's the one she wants to talk about. I'm gonna open up my door because it's a little warm in here. Is it menopause or is it the weather? We don't know. I'm hoping for menopause. That's another topic we'll talk about later, though. Okay. There's only 60 people watching. It's fine. It's fine. Your son's father. Okay. That's what she wants to talk about. You want to talk about that? You want her to talk about that? She's like, you want to talk to me? This is what we want to talk about. The sass. You know? Shit. Doesn't go away. We won. And that's what she wants to talk about. Okay. Don't even play around. Do you have, is it the house? Is it the house? What house? Now I'm going to be delusional. This is what happens when you channel for a long time, right? Can I get an emoji? I was going to say other things. Anyways, reel it in, Jen. Reel it in. Where is the kitchen, dining room? You know, it's all yellow, bitch. It's all yellow and white. It's not bright yellow. It's like, you know what kind of yellow I'm talking about. And wood. And it's like, where's that? What house is that? Is that the house we live in now? Mellow yellow. Put it on the shuffle. That's the house you grew up in. Okay. Well, that's where we're going. We're going there. I don't know what she's trying to say. She's very visual. And I'm just going to say this. If you've heard me say it, forgive me. But, you know, they come in the way that y'all will understand as well. I'm not a fan of, I'm a fan of the visual, but like, just tell me what the deal is. But if she's coming in visual for me, that means she's coming in visual for you. There's a parallel dynamic with the family dynamic that you grew up in that house. Typical, exactly. And the dynamic that you and your son's father have, or you and your son and his father. It's a parallel situation. And she's saying that you're a lot like your father. Ooh, we're almost at, we're almost done too as well. But if we could make it to 100, that would be fantastic. But like she's saying that, like, and I don't even know how you're gonna take that. I don't think that. I think she's saying it in a sisterly way, yes, a way that you'll understand. But she's not being like mean about it. She's just saying that like you're a lot like your dad or whoever that male figure was there in the kitchen when y'all were little. And you're a lot like that now as your son's mother. So who does that place his father being like? Right? That's what she wants you to look at. See where the parallels are to try to understand how to navigate it, because there's something it's not kosher. It's not okay. It's kind of just there. It's the lump under the rug. And she wants you to smooth your rug out. Those are my analogies, not hers. She's probably a lot better at that than I am. Why do we do this? Do we have to have a reason why? Hello. Oh, yes, I remember you, Corbett. Your fucking emoji, bitch. You don't give me one single motherfucking emoji. You got to think about that. Is your son like teenage years? You were ignoring the rock. I don't know what you're talking about, Jen. Welcome back, Beth. Welcome back. Should be more frequent. 15 and 9. 15-year-old. sorry, 15-year-old. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. I don't know if they have different fathers, but it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to be as specific as possible. It's the 15-year-old in this dynamic that she's talking about. So why do we do this? Right. Why do we do this? Because that's what you're like. That's what your thought is. What's the fucking matter? Which is a fair thought. Okay. In all fairness, I understand where you're coming from with that feeling, but man, I don't know if y'all are together or not together or what the deal is, but she is pushing forgiveness like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. And she's been trying to tell you this for like 6 months. I mean, she even goes as far as fucking with you to the point where that's not true. I mean, I love you. I understand your feelings, but that's very inaccurate, and we can get through that together. But you drop shit for no reason. But you'll be like glass, especially. Glass is the thing that you will drop more frequently than anything. And that's her. Because she's been telling you whatever she's been telling you, the message is forgiveness. And here's the thing. I understand that it's a process to get there. I understand it's one of the biggest motherfucking things that we have to do. But if you're not there yet, it's not even a plug-in. Not even a plug-in. Go on YouTube. Go listen to Reigns by Spirit. There's 14 chapters. You can get it done in like a week, bitch. Then we can talk about it. I don't think we'll need to talk about it after that. But that's kind of that's the level of forgiveness that she's talking about. And the reason of it as well. Because here's the thing. If you don't forgive anybody, any situation, I don't care. You will bleed those feelings that are harbored by unforgiveness, which is resentment and anger and all that. You'll bleed that onto the ones that you love the most, including your children, period. Inadvertently, unconsciously. But now you know, and you can't unknow. But I'm telling you. So if you can work with that a little bit, maybe take a listen to Raised by Spirit. I understand that. I understand what you're saying. Maybe it'll be helpful. But maybe that's why she's like, you really want to talk about this? You really want to be so quick to call me out in one of Jen's lives again? That is what she's talking about, though. She's a saucy bitch. I bet you her and Hot Sauce would get along real well. Real well. Stick around. We'll get there. We'll win. We'll win together. But I do understand what you're saying. I really, really do. I understand that. I do. But the energy, bitch, that you're holding and keeping alive is a part of what he did. So you're keeping that and you're kind of sprinkling it all over. That's why it's so important to forgive, if that makes sense the way I put it that way. That's one reason why you would want to attempt to find a way. Yeah, it bleeds, bitch. It bleeds without us even knowing. And it's terrible. And it's huge collectively. I love you, Beth. You threw me off. I was like, I hope everybody caught that face that I made. I'm not pulling cards, boo-boo. I'm not pulling cards. Do you want a card pull? I'm sure one of the girls have a card. No, it's fine. It's fine. Do you want to know something? Astrology's got something to do with it. It's all a part of the chapters, you know. Yeah, that's very true, Veronica. Gotta separate the soul from the deeds and misdeeds, right? Job. Okay. Good night, Lola. Good night. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. I'll just stay on and answer questions. We love you, Lola. Got a lot of opportunities. That's good. You know, I'm not going to lie. I actually feel like one of the girls are picking up on something like that. So if you are, will you let me know? Yeah. Well, she felt familiar. So it makes sense. Kathleen was grandma's sister and she went by Sue. Kim, I love the quick validation. Why people do that? Make it so confusing for us. Like, your name's Kathleen. Why are you going by Sue? Who are we hiding from? My dad's side did a lot of that shit for reasons we don't know of yet, but we'll find out. Big fight in the court date, and I would finally win. And that was last year. Did you win? I mean, how are you going to say that? And then, like, it probably ran out of characteristics. Yeah, that's crazy, Kim. You won! Yes, bitch! We should get on a Zoom and talk about your testimony of winning. Congratulations, though. Congratulations. See? I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. Beth, I'm going to answer your question, and then I'm going to skadoot off super, super quick. Yeah, I didn't post for a long time. For a lot of just been really busy. But I'm here, and it's going to blow up on your FYP. As long as you vibe with it. No forceful algorithm. That's what happens, Carrie. Like that's what happens. It just comes out of nowhere, and you're like, "Oh fuck, that happened." Don't be sorry to ask questions, but don't ever feel like you can't keep asking the same questions if I don't get to it. Just keep asking. I'm glad you still have your notes. Beth, the thing is, like, you actually do. I'm like, really? She got like 7 motherfucking opportunities right now? Like, what the fuck does this bitch need advice on? She got 7 opportunities. All are good opportunities. Do you really have 7 though? Because that's a lot. That's a lot. Damn. They're all really good opportunities. Okay, so you have 3. Okay, well, you might have more. You really might have more, because I really see 7. Or maybe there's sub opportunities with the 3. I don't know. But there's a lot, and they're all equally good. That's the thing about this. So none of these opportunities, technically in the now and in the long run, your trajectory of what you want to do, where you want to go, they'll all lead you down that right path. Like, they're all going down that path. So it's little things. You have them categorized. So if there's 3, I'm going to say you have them categorized in 3. Like, you have your 1, 2, and 3. When you write down your options, you have the 1, 2, and 3. The third one is a little more accommodating to you, you know? Like, it's more, It's more accommodating to you. There's a word I'm looking for. What is it? I don't know, but it makes your life easier. Cosmic rays, welcome. Like if this is a location thing for your options here, I can't even remember. Shite. Beth Corbett. Then it's closer. Your commuting time, your effort, everything is really flexible. It's really accommodating. It's really nice. It's got a real nice feel to it. So whatever the third one is, if all options are good, but the third one is able to accommodate to you more, I would pick the third one. But really none of that. It doesn't matter which one you pick. I mean, you've been working on this for 5 years, bitch. You've been working on whatever this is, whatever this jump leap is. You've been doing this for 5 years. So right now it's not about like which move is the right move. You've done this so long that all these moves, all these opportunities that are placed in front of you right now are all good opportunities. Why are you confused? The third one, the ones that is more accommodating to you, flexible, and there's something with the commute. I don't know what it is with the commute. That's one you go for. This is a, what is this? I can't find the right words. Whatever the third opportunity is for you as well, Miss Corbett. It makes you a lot more active in whatever it is, whatever work you're doing in this opportunity. I have something in my hair. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. And I can say it another way. My hair. I have channel hair right now. Veronica. I want to yell at you in a loving way. This isn't about which option to choose that's best. This is about receiving what you have worked for. Take whichever one you want. Whatever is behind door 1, door 2, door 3, this is all what you've been working for. Okay, so we're going to ... So she's a dispatcher for HVAC, plumbing, electric company. Okay, ... She's going to fill us in. Good occupation, by the way. Take your time. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, I thought there was more, bitch. I thought you were telling me a story. This is you reaping the efforts of all your work over the last 5 years. Any door is going to be a good door. For real. For real, for real. And when I say good door, I mean good by your standings. Oh, no, there's 3 companies that want you. Well, whatever the third company is, bitch. It's the third one. It's the last one on the list. Stop freaking out. Are you a water sign? Or are you a Libra? I'm going to lose a lot of followers. You're a Sagittarius. I know, Liz. I know. I didn't say specific. You're a Sag. Okay. Well, you got to have some indecisiveness there in somewhere. I'm just joking. It's the third opportunity, honey. So I see it in a list. And that third opportunity, if you go by order of which offers came, you have 1 offer, 2 offer, 3 offers. It's the third one. Yeah. It's good though. Like you're financially gonna get, I don't even want to say gonna get, because you're kind of already there, but you're continuously gaining financial abundance, wealth, circle of friends, which is rippling effect into your life, into your home improvements, into your family relationships, that extend into extended family relationships, because the more we can do, there's all of these things. This is the fruition of everything that you have been working for. So it's dad's company. Well, that makes it even more important, more significant, right? I would say so anyways. I would say so. So it's really, really, really good. So what I'm going to do, because if I hang out, somebody else is going to ask something, and I'm not ever going to get off. But I will be back. The girls are always on with me as well, so they can help deliver messages. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow, but I'll definitely be on more. Try some meditations, guided meditations. Write your questions down too. Write your questions down. We can talk about that. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And if you want to catch the recap, you can go, Leah. I love you. You can go on the YouTube and catch the recap tomorrow. Okay. Love you.